What's going on, everybody? It's Josh with the Everything Paranormal Show, and I am live from Greeneville, Tennessee, over near the Andrew Johnson Homestead. Behind me, as you could probably tell, is an old stone sort of historic wall and some shrubbery. Um, so I wanted to come to you guys live from location. I actually was just at, and you'll have to forgive the traffic because apparently Greeneville on a Thursday night must be a happening place. so we got cars. So again, you know, we'll just have to work around it, guys. Leandra Seabaum, hi, how you doing? So, but yeah, we're here live. I was gonna go to the old county jail, but unfortunately, there's a lot of construction going on right around it. It was kind of tough to do that. It's 9 o'clock at night, so I came over here and parked. I'm gonna show you guys here. Uh, let's turn this around. Look at that. That's the old Andrew Johnson homestead, right? The old ex-president Andrew Johnson. So that's pretty cool. We're definitely here in a historic area, so I'm excited, and a lot of paranormal activity that's been around this area. I'm gonna lower you guys down maybe just a little bit. There we go. So I'm excited, but yeah, I just came from a um, residential investigation. So hopefully I'll be able to have that posted on the channel. Hopefully by the end of the weekend. I hope I get that all edited and put together. Maybe you guys will find some cool things. We did do a really cool dowsing rod session that worked out, and we had some really high EMF spikes. So there's definitely a lesson to be learned about that. What's up, Stacy? It's good to see you. Tatalongo. Uh, Guys, so this is the show, man. We're just going to be talking. It's a live location. Maybe we'll break out a dowsing rod session or something, or maybe who knows, maybe a spirit box. I've got a bunch of equipment in the car, so it just sucks that I can't go in any of these places right now. But I wanted to, because I was down the road. Like I wouldn't have made it back home in time to do the show around 9 o'clock like normal. So that's why stopping in Greeneville was the way to go. So and I had to break out the laptop. So there's people driving by going, "Why is this guy got a laptop on top of his car? What is he doing?" so so yeah, it's but hey, I think we're here. We're This all historic. Paranormal doesn't have to be. You don't have to be in the exact spot. So I just think it's cool to be out here, like in a historic place. The old jail that we were going to see was one of the first jails in Tennessee that's still standing. Really cool. Again, I'm literally right across the road from traffic. Sorry about that, guys. Seriously, I wish we could have found a more deserted place, but then it'd have been too dark, and you guys would have been like, "What's going on?" But but yeah, we're literally right across the road from like Andrew Johnson's homestead. That's really cool. I would have parked on the same side of the road, but they didn't have parking on the other side of the road, only right here. So and I couldn't I couldn't stand in the middle of the road for the background. So that's why it's opposite, right? But behind me is old homes as well. I'm not sure what's behind the bush, but it's an older home. It's definitely of those, maybe the same old era. And here comes an ambulance. For such a small town like Greeneville. Now, I mean, Greeneville's a pretty decent size, though. Greeneville, Tennessee. it is a pretty decent size, but I am surprised that for a 9 o'clock for this much traffic. But then again, I'm pretty much on like a main street too. So, but I thought it was pretty cool. We got the police going by right now. They're probably going, "What the hell is this dude doing? What the hell?" It'd be funny if he rolls up on us. Woo! Whoop whoop. So lots of police. In fact, we got another police officer right there, and that's pretty cool. There's like an old time sheriff car. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see maybe down? Like if you look right there, where the tip of my finger is like an old timey police car. That's pretty cool. Um, so so how you guys doing, Leandra Seabaum? I subscribed from when you did a podcast with John, Exploration Unknown. I have been subscribed to him for a couple of years. Hey, I really appreciate that. I really do. I've been involved in the paranormal industry off and on for many years, over 25 years. My wife and I had a team down in Florida. We used to do uh, preliminary investigations for ghost hunters, the TV show for Taps, and we that's kind of how we started out back in the day when we had a team. But we just kind of started getting into the social media side of things here recently in the last few years. And so we're trying to do more field work. So I really appreciate you subscribing. And, for those of you that are new to the channel, again, we've been slowly growing over this last few years. We're a tight little family, and we've been growing, and I'm starting to go more and more out into the field for you guys instead of just doing interview shows. I've been getting back out doing some investigations, and because I know that's where a lot of you guys really like to watch and see cool things while we're out and about. So I've got some other investigations that we're actually going to be doing where I will be filming, and you guys will get to see that. Also, we do have the show Para Explorers on Paraflix, the streaming service, and we are going to be filming episode 2 here shortly, from what I understand. So I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys that's new to the channel, and of course all you guys that have stuck it out with us for a long time. We have some regulars here like Tata Longo, and who's been on the show as well, Stacy Talich. I see you see me, Bob Fountain, my wife, of course. My wife is also, she's just been, every time we go to do camera stuff, she's been mysteriously sick. No, I'm just kidding. No, she doesn't like the cameras much, which I don't blame her. But she is my partner in crime when it comes to paranormal stuff. Um, she's just more of the off-camera side of things. So when I did the investigation today in another town, she was a part of it, but just in a remote kind of way. So, but yeah, we're just here live. Like I said, I'm across from. I'm gonna show you guys the laptop here. There's my car. So we're right across from again the Andrew Johnson Homestead. This is a very paranormal part of Greeneville. All of this historic downtown area, there's so much history and paranormal activity, and of course traffic as well. We have a lot of traffic. So you guys are probably like, these dang cars, man, they're killing your audio, I'm sure. But and of course I've never really used my laptop much for streaming, but I wanted to be able to stream out to YouTube for you guys. So maybe we can try to do an experiment or two. I don't know, with the traffic it's going to be kind of tough for you guys probably to hear some of it. But yeah, this is pretty fun. I really enjoy being out here in this area. So here's the cool thing is, like, I get to just open my car doors and have all my equipment right here. So Let's see. Let's see if we can do. Okay. I'm not sure where the microphone is on this. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear the spirit box? Yeah, can you guys hear that spirit box? I'm not sure where the microphone is on the but the SB7 is always. Is there any spirits here that would like to? Yeah, it's going to be really low. Hold on. Let me switch to the S box. The S box is probably louder. I've got it. Also, let's just for the heck of it, let's just see. Do we have any? Okay. All right. Let's see. If there's a spirit here that would like to communicate, can you move the lights on there for us, please? Okay. I just thought I'd ask. All right. But that's not what we're doing. We're gonna do the spirit box. We'll do the S box. Not a real big fan of the S box, but some of you like it, so we'll give it a shot. Now that I just thought about it, I was like, I hope I have batteries in this thing. Just give me a second. Bear with me. We're going to do this. So, Facebook user, good evening, my friend. I don't know. Are you Robert Rigi? Sometimes when somebody's on Facebook watching me, like it'll just say Facebook user. So apologize if I don't know your name because it's not telling me. Some of the names are coming through, but it just says Facebook user. I think last time. All right. Can you guys hear this one? Okay. Is there a spirit that would like to communicate with us? Is there something you'd like to tell us about the Andrew Johnson home? Did I hear somebody mention a window earlier? What what about the ground? Together? What message would you like to pass along? Is there something you want to pass on to somebody watching this? We can go to AM. I think on this. I'm not sure. This is the Xbox. I'm not. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not. I think on the S box is FM only. I'm not sure. I don't really like the S box a lot. I normally have an SB11. I just don't. Okay, is there anything about Andrew Johnson's house that you want to say? What about what about any of the homes near me? All right. Well, I'm not sure how much we were getting from that, but I don't know if you guys heard something. We might have to end up going back and and playing it. As far as is the homestead occupied, it's hard saying. It's it's got some Christmas decorations. There's no lights on right now. They do have the little candles in the window, but I don't. I'm not convinced that it's occupied. So I really need to come back in the daytime, um, and hit some of these while they're open, and they have some of the rangers in there and stuff. That can you know do some things like that. That'd be pretty cool. Let's break out the K2 meter for a second. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Bob? All right. If there's a spirit nearby, why don't you come over and can you make this light move? Can you add more lights to this? Can you make this meter increase? All you have to do is really come up and touch it. If you come up and get near this meter, it should set this off. Can you do that for us? How about you? Can you come over here can you come out of the Andrew Johnson homestead? Come across the street and come and touch this. Can you come over here? Work with me. Come on. You can do it. Come over here and move these lights. Why don't you make them work for us? Yeah, there's something. Come on. Can you get up to the yellow? Can you get up to the yellow? Can you touch my thingy, please? And I mean K2 meter. I see it kind of trying to flicker, but I don't know. I don't. Can you guys see the flicker on that one? Can you make it? Can you get it into the yellow, please? Can you come closer? Get it up to the yellow. Come on, you can do it. Get it up to the yellow. Can you see where it's flickering? I don't know. All right, well, we tried. Yeah, We tried. So, um, when we do our shows, right, every Thursday night, of course, tonight we're doing like a live show from a location that has a lot of history, and it's really cool. So I thought that'd be pretty neat. But we always try to talk about some lessons, some things to learn or pass on. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is when I did that investigation earlier, and you'll see the video. Like once you guys get to see, I don't want to give you spoilers, but in the video you're going to see that the location I was in, whenever you would walk through the home, there was high EMF spikes. I mean, some of them were off the charts. Literally, like where I set my camera to film the interview, the spike was so hard. There was so much EMF that it was affecting my camera. Okay, my DSLR camera equipment, and it wasn't acting right. It ended up not recording the interview correctly. But where the audio, the boom mic was it was able to record that because the EMF levels were lower. So, but I guess that spike, but where my camera was setting originally, there was a huge spike in EMF. So, so what does that mean in terms of paranormal and EMF? Well, it, it's going to depend. So, in this particular location, there was actual paranormal, okay? But you also had high EMF. So when you're living in a situation like that, one is you're living in an unhealthy environment. So not only are you experiencing paranormal, but you're also experiencing additional things that could be hallucinations, seeing again those where you're seeing something visually that other people are not. Um, so it's kind of like having real paranormal, but then times three, and there's a bunch of extra paranormal that's not paranormal, if that makes sense. So that's why you really, and I tell people all the time, if you're if you're in a situation where you are experiencing paranormal or you're not sure, um, one of the cost effective ways is to get you an EMF detector. Okay. Now, let me just show you real quick. And so here's a couple different kinds. There's this one here. This actually is from Cambridge Labs. If you look it up, this here is very accurate. Really good tester. I believe this also has an additional reading on here as well. Very good for testing your home. Okay. I do use it for paranormal, but everybody's used to seeing the K2 meter, this EMF meter. So I use this a lot in the investigations. So the point of showing you guys those two is that, look, if you're on a budget, go get you the Cambridge Labs one. It's like $30 on Amazon. Okay. Again, if your budget's super tight, trust me, if you get one, walk around your home. Don't think of it like a ghost meter. I can't tell you how many times people use it as a ghost meter. Maybe it's because they watched, Egon back in the day with Ghostbusters, and they saw the PKE meter, the thing with the arms that would, and the meter that was measuring psychokinetic energy, right? And for them, for that fictional device, it was believed that they could use that to actually, measure ghost energy, so to speak. So that's what made it a fictional device, because we still don't have a device that can measure true ghost energy. What we have is we have those EMF detectors. And so people started getting confused because you can use it like when I was using it earlier, I was asking it to intelligently move the lights for us. So that's one way you can use And you can use that with a lot of different types of devices. You can use it to interact with ghosts, like a lot of devices. But where people were getting confused is when you see on the TV shows, they would find a high spike, and sometimes it would be associated with energy, and it would just get confusing. So, what's up, Bigfoot Anon? What's up, y'all? So, he said, "Hey, y'all." So, but again, K2 meters, like EMF meters, don't confuse them. They're not straight on ghost meters. Just because you see it spike does not mean there's a ghost. Okay, it means you have high EMF. So walk around your house. You don't have to go like right up near like your electronic devices. Just walk around your home and see what you're getting. All right, put it around like where if you're having a lot of night terrors or dreams, a lot of activity while you're at bed, stick it right around where you lay your head at night. You might see some higher EMF. So these can contribute to your situation. Okay, so that's why I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. It doesn't, again, we're not trying to say that having high EMF is the only thing, is the only reason why you're experiencing paranormal. That's not always true. In this case tonight, they legitimately have multiple spirits in that home, but they also had high EMF, which enhanced things and made it worse. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, folks, you make sure that you just make sure, right, that you know what you're doing when it comes to that. So Bob says, I have a K2 meter, a Rook EMF meter, a Mel meter, and a tri-field meter. Some work better than others in given situations. And that's true. It's always good to have some of these different meters as well. Some people measure, they will have the multiple meters. They can measure temperature, all those things. And I think when you start getting into taking measurements as an investigation team, the best thing you can do is cross confirm, right? Or some people say cross validate, cross confirm. I mean, we try to say confirm a lot. But if you have a device sitting here and it tells you that there's a temperature drop, and you have another device on the other side of the room or nearby that says, hey, we have an EMF going up along with a temperature drop, these things in conjunction can possibly show that there's a paranormal incident that's occurring, especially if it happens like during a knock. Hey there, honey, Terry Lynn. My wifey's on there. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey there, ghost. So, but yeah, so that's why I felt like one thing that I walked away from this investigation for sure was I wanted to pass that on to people about high EMF, because I've gone to a lot of places where I've walked around and maybe some things have had some hot spots with electrical stuff, but this home was riddled with high EMF, and the landlord should, I mean, realistically, is a landlord going to spend all the money? I mean, we're talking old wiring, finished walls, old walls. The place is an older place. Are they going to invest the money to properly fix the wiring? Probably not. So my advice to people like that is move if you can. It's not easy to move. Some people get stuck in homes. I get that. There is some protections you can research. I know Tatalongo was even talking about special clothing that can help protect you from some EMF. They have some hats that I've seen now that are starting to have protections from EMF, and what they say, like was it 5G, right? So they got some hats and things that are to try to protect you. It doesn't mean you have to go around with just like a tinfoil hat, because obviously that's going to make you look like a weirdo. The old conspiracy stereotype, right? The guy sitting around with the tinfoil on the head. So, but yeah. So like you can see here too, like if you look down, this is like the historic part of downtown. And I don't know if, let me see, does that help maybe? I don't know. Maybe the lens was dirty on the laptop. Sorry, guys. But does that help? There's some historic part of downtown. You can see some of the old buildings there. You see why it's a main street. Again, you can see here Andrew Johnson's Homestead. There you go. So for those of you that were wondering what Andrew Johnson's home, one of his homes looked like, I believe it's not the only one, but it's the Homestead. So, but in any case, guys, EMF. So yes, pretty town. I mean, I think yeah, you're right. It's a pretty town. I love some of these downtowns and in some of these more historic areas. You know, when you get to this area of Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, you get some of these downtowns like Abingdon and Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, which is kind of where they share the downtown. Greeneville, Tennessee, even parts of like where I was just at in Morristown. There's some of the old historic parts of downtown. There was a lot of trail that came through here, stagecoaches on the way to like places like Knoxville and stuff. That they were coming through, like I said, the Cumberland Gap areas, the mountain passes. They were coming through some of these areas. There was Cherokee. There was some Indians in the area that were offering up deals with the settlers. Sometimes the deals would go awry. There was skirmishes. We had the Civil War stuff that happened. There's just a lot of real historical significance in the Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia. So really, really cool. And Bob says, where's the hookers? Well, we are in Greeneville, Tennessee. So chances are you might see, could be a hefty lady maybe with a Walmart bag. And maybe a jug of moonshine. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know. Though Greenville's a nice town. It really is. But just like with most anything, they are they're getting to that size where they're, you know, Niceville or Greenville is getting to that size. I said Niceville. Greenville is getting to that size where, you know, they're going to have their fair share of things, but they're also small enough to have a lot of meth labs out in the trailer out in the country. So you're going to always have those problems. But yeah, we're Greenville's pretty cool. I want to come back here in the daytime and check out some historical stuff for you guys. I really did want I wanted to broadcast, like there is a parking lot where I could have broadcast at the old jail, but again, there was reserved spots for police officers, but there was a lot of construction, so you would have seen like the old jail, but it would have been like cranes and stuff, I think. So it just wasn't a good location, so I had to try to hurry up and find a location. And this one had this old stone wall from back in the day, and again across from Andrew Johnson's Homestead. So Bob says would not have a problem finding them in Memphis. Of course, Memphis is a much bigger city. so so in Memphis, do I just got to ask, if you're in Memphis, do the hookers have, or do they come equipped with like barbecue sauce, like Memphis style, like mesquite? uh, Fretwork 13. Hey, nice to see you. Says we used to go on school trips there all the time in school. Nice. And he says, I live in Middle Tennessee. That's awesome. Yeah, Greenville, again, really cool place. As far as historic stuff, a lot of these downtowns are so cool, and I do want to come back here in the daytime. Who knows? Maybe soon. Maybe we can take a trek out here, and I can film and make a video for you guys out here. Maybe by the end of this weekend. Who knows? Or sometime next week. We'll just see. But yeah, I really like it. This This is a pretty cool place. For those of you that missed it, you'll have to go back earlier. We did do some spirit box stuff while we are standing here. We're on kind of a main strip. Like I said, if you guys look, I'll show you with the laptop. If you look down there, you got an old fashioned like police car. It's just sitting there right here where the tip of my finger. That's really cool. Like an old Mayberry and Andy Griffith kind of thing. And then of course over here is the Andrew Johnson Homestead. That's the Homestead there. And so I'm on my laptop. I'm going to wait for these vehicles. So I don't blind you guys, really. We got like 3 vehicles in a row. It's pretty busy for a Greeneville night. I'm surprised. So, and then here you can see downtown historic area. You can see that older style, older architecture. So, really cool. Says, got my bachelor's degree at Tusculum University and enjoyed Greeneville. Yeah, Bob. See, you know what's up. A lot of Tennessee towns have an old cop car in their towns. I know, isn't that pretty cool? But yeah, Terry Lynn said, thought you were going to the jail. Yeah, honey, you missed probably the beginning, I guess, where I explained there was construction there, and there was like the way that the police parking lot was and stuff. It was kind of hard. That's probably something that I would have to go in the daytime to try to walk and get access to. But at night right here, like they have construction cranes. I was going to do that. I wanted to at least have it in the background, but there's no real access. So I had to find somewhere else that was cool. So that's why I came over to the Andrew Johnson Homestead right here in historic downtown. So yes, I really excited, but the traffic's okay, I guess. I'm sorry it's been probably bugging you guys on the old stuff, but I've been sitting here. I've got people passing by. This is the funny thing. Is like I got people passing by. I got one truck now that has gone by like 3 times, and you notice that type of truck where it's kind of it's on the risers. It's got the LEDs underneath the truck and in the rims. You know what I mean? And windows are tinted. I couldn't see if it was probably a young guy, maybe or probably middle-aged guy. Who knows? But I have a suspicion that they were either wanting to be on camera or something because they went by like 3 times. So they're cruising. Maybe if I can catch them on a 4th time, maybe I can show you guys real quick. But it's funny, like these people have gone by. I've had a few police officers and things like that. Hey, I got a pedestrian. Sweet, we got a dude coming up. So maybe we can get some comments from like a local or something. But it's pretty cool because I've had some people coming by, and it's pretty cool. But I've got my laptop like literally like on the roof of my car, so like people's going by, and like we're just sitting here streaming. So it's pretty cool. But how's it going? Good. Streaming live on YouTube. No, that's all right. Are you local?
Yes, sir.
Cool. What do you think about Greeneville?
Greeneville? It's rich in history, if that's your thing.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, actually. We're talking about history, like ghost stuff, like ghost things, things like that.
Oh, you do ghosts and stuff?
Yeah.
Sure. You like this one? My girlfriend at the moment, the house she lives in.
You want to be on camera? You can if you want.
No,
or you just tell her off the. He doesn't want to be on camera, so.
No, I won't be rude.
But, no.
But I appreciate it.
No, that's cool. Hey, man, take it easy. All right, see, we got a little bit of a live interview right there. So, but yeah, so there you go. We had a local go by. He was talking about the history, and he was even talking about like he was almost getting ready to break into a ghost story. So that's really cool. Again, just shows you, man, that people here, they know the history. They know that was like the first thing you said, right, when you guys heard them. So that's pretty neat. So I don't know. I thought maybe like him being like a younger guy, he'd probably be all cool about YouTube and stuff, like wanting to get on here. So, oh, Let's see, Robert. But Bob says, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of entities at Tusculum, one of the oldest colleges in Tennessee. Confederates burned the library books as firewood. Yeah, it says you should have let him tell you. I was gonna let him tell me to him, but I offered him to tell it on camera, and that's kind of when he got a little nervous and kind of was like parted ways. So yeah, I guess I pushed that, but I was just trying to get him on camera. I didn't know if he wanted to be on camera. So there we go. That was me just being pushy, I guess. Well, I was trying to get the scoop, man. Right? I was live on the street. uh so yeah, I don't know, man. So we're probably not going to do a huge long show just because, again, there's not a lot for me to really show you guys. And normally, like when we do these shows, we do like the live where I have somebody on here. But I will, like I said, we need to line something up for you guys, even if it's like in the daytime, and do something like that. I think it'll be pretty cool to show you guys around. So we'll come back. He goes, I don't know how to tell you this. We didn't see anyone. Well, that's pretty cool then. If he walked by and you didn't see, that was pretty cool. Hold on. No, you can see me. I don't know, but maybe we'll see. Our son played there at Tusculum. Yeah, Ashes won his tennis match. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. That's the only time we ever got to go to like the campus of Tusculum was like we were playing in a tennis tournament, the one that my wife's talking about, and we got rained out, but they apparently didn't get rain across town on the campus. So we went over there. They had some, but I mean, like their courts were kind of like drying up. So we were able to finish the tennis tournament where my son won. He actually won the boys 16s, even though he was, I think, was he 13 at the time, or did he just turn 14? I think he just might have turned 14, but either way, he was playing a step above. So that was pretty cool. But guys, there's not a lot to really do other than just wanted to have a show, reach out to y'all. Did y'all have any questions or anything you want me to talk about? I wonder. Yeah, but there's not really a lot much to do. I just wanted to have a show for you guys. I felt bad because I didn't want to not have a show. I had that investigation, but I will be posting that soon. So keep an eye, guys, on the channel for that investigation. So you'll get to kind of. There's not a lot to it. It was again kind of a a 2 room situation. So there was no reason to set up like a ton of experiments. It was kind of like going in and really kind of getting to the point and finding out what was going on there with the spirits. Um, and again, I'll let you guys kind of watch it. That way, I don't want to spoil too much of it. There was activity in that sense. I haven't been able to review the actual whatever footage I do have. I will have to go through that. I'm sure Terry Lynn will probably want to help with that. So, in any case, we'll get it to you guys. But all right, well, I think that's about it. I'm basically getting ready to wrap things up. Bart's gonna drive by, right? Bart or well, I was gonna say maybe his wife, but she's probably already on hospital run, going the other way or something. Because I'm not working tonight, so she's probably going that other direction. So, but yeah, that is funny. But we'll do some more stuff. Seriously, I want to come back in the daytime and hit up that jail. I want to hit up. There's some old cabins and stuff that are historic, where some of the first, I think it was like the first Tennessee Congress met or something. I can't remember. I'll have to research it, but it's pretty cool. We'll have to check some stuff out, and who knows? Maybe we'll have to like hit up Bristol downtown. There's some cool stuff down there. The birthplace of country music, but I don't. It doesn't seem like they really preserved a lot of historical sites there in downtown Bristol. Whereas like here, you got the whole Andrew Johnson thing, the Old Town Jail, again some of the old jail stuff. So there is a lot of historic preservation in Greeneville. You can kind of tell that. So, Bob, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Still trying to wait to see if that other truck's going to come cruising by. So that would be pretty cool. But go to the Haunted Tavern in Abingdon. I mean, that's a possibility. We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's investigated it since Taps went there a long time ago. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities for sure, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, like I said, maybe I can get another hall pass and we can come out here in the daytime. Maybe Terry Lynn, we can all ride out here as a family and come out to downtown Greeneville and maybe walk around, do a little bit of filming, and show you guys some cool stuff then. So I don't know. But in the meantime, guys, it was real fun. I enjoyed this little trek, and I still have to drive back to Bristol. So, honey, I will see you after a while. And I'm starving. I haven't been able to eat dinner. I didn't get to go to like McAllister's or anything, you know. So I am gonna start making my way home, guys. Remember, we do something live every Thursday, and of course, I've got this investigation I'm getting ready to post, and we're gonna do some more investigations coming up real soon. Guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, seek the truth.